Hello everybody, it's me, and I am in a new location. Brand spanking new. Well, not exactly new, I mean I've been here before, but this is my first recording from this area. It's the Inn at Jackson. It's actually quite lovely. I have to say that this is it's one of those picturesque type places, you know, if you saw the movie Dirty Dancing, you know, like Kellerman's. It's kind of what it reminds me of. It's actually kind of cool. Very, very cozy, very rustic. I don't know, there's a lot of adjectives I could use to describe it, but I think you get the point. So anyway, yes, I'm up here in Jackson, New Hampshire. I just finished another show to Jillian, and well, actually, I just went out to eat at Applebee's because it's really one of the only places that's open late that serves food that's filling. You know what I mean? There's not, so most places you go, there's really not a lot open late, but so Applebee's is the place. About the show tonight, it's it's one of those things where it would be great to have larger audiences, you know. And I mean, no matter where you go, what show you're doing, it's kind of like a common theme to non-musical type events. There's just not a large crowd that goes out to see these types of shows. And it's unfortunate because it's you know, not only would these people, you know, enjoy themselves, but it really helps the show kind of get a rhythm and a flow and help emotional levels as well. Speaking of emotional levels, it was tonight's performance was pretty good, I have to say, for the most part. You know, at least from my perspective, I was able to kind of find the spot that I really wanted to get to in most scenes, maybe except for one, and people really didn't notice the one that I was a little skeptical of, but yeah, I can't say enough about performing this show. It's really satisfying. It's really fulfilling in ways that it's hard to describe, you know. Maybe it's just the character, maybe it's his conditions and the things that are in his life, you know. Maybe it's having a daughter, maybe it's, I don't know what it is. It's something very, very satisfying, you know, and having a great bunch of people to perform with, it doesn't hurt at all either. And the intimate theater, you know, at M&D it's nice because you know, you can really feel the effect on the audience from where you're standing a lot more than you could from a proscenium, you know, or anything else. It's you know, in particular about tonight, there was one moment. It's at the end of Act 1. I have this moment with my daughter. I've just you know, had another experience with my dead wife, and my daughter kind of walks in on it to confront me about it, and you know, I was able to I think I was able to reach an emotional state that I haven't in others, and it even affected the girl playing my daughter tonight. And it was a great moment. It's one of those moments that you kind of, when you're on stage and you're going through it, it almost takes you by surprise a little bit, and it's pure acting at that point. Do you know what I mean? It's not acting anymore. It's living, you know, these people's lives, and it's one of those moments that I'm going to remember only because, like, right afterwards, I made my daughter cry. The girl playing my daughter, and you know, after the scene's over, you know, we're all assembled back, you know, backstage, and she comes up and she gives me like this big hug, and it's hard to describe it, you know, what it felt like, but it's certainly something I'm always going to remember now from all my acting experiences. It was just it was a beautiful moment, you know, on stage, and then even backstage. I like that girl. You know, she's great. I'm really happy that that our director was able to do such a great job with casting this show. Everybody's really, really great with their roles. Two people in particular, even tonight, I could see them growing and getting more realistic, you know, with the characters. The girl that's playing Kevin and the girl that's playing Cindy, like the girl that's best friends with my daughter who has the infatuation with my character. And tonight you could just see the step forward that he took in their storytelling. Was it was great. They were really, really good tonight. Everybody else has been, you know, very consistent and strong, and these two are just you know, it was like a leap forward. It was great to see, because it made my experience on stage even better, you know. Yeah, those two characters were fantastic tonight. It was not that everybody wasn't. I mean, like, some of my favorite scenes are just you know, one in particular is just fighting with the Esther character, and I tell you, that is just, it's consistent. It is so easy to get to that place that we do, and it's like another person I've worked with, I have a lot of respect for, came to see the show tonight, and he describes the scenes as completely honest, you know, and that's a great compliment. I mean, that's really something that you really hope to achieve, is being honest to the people you're portraying, and making the moments honest. And it's just so easy. Like, that's one of the ones where I found that it's just, you know, she's a very strong actress, that woman that's playing Esther, and maybe that's why it's made it so easy. I mean, like, we were able to achieve that right away, and we can do it. We can repeat it every time exactly the way we want to. And I don't know, it's just, that's one of my favorite. And most of my moments with my daughter are one of my favorites too. It's, I don't know what it is. Maybe maybe it's the fatherly instinct that I repressed, you know, all these years. But I don't know. I enjoy the scenes that I enjoy doing this play from start to finish. I really do. You know, picking out any one thing is fine and all, but I enjoy performing with these people and doing this play. Yeah. So I'm gushing a little bit tonight because I was particularly affected this evening, and you know, maybe it had to do with other things going on. You know, just driving last night, or early this morning, we my friend that I mentioned, I think in my last video, had you know, a serious issue with his father, and he lost his father this morning, and I've been kind of, I think I've been affected by that most of the day, and even on the drive up, I was talking to one of our intermediate, you know, friends that kind of do the communication relay, and you know, they were going out tonight, which I kind of really wanted to be there. You know, I mean, you want to be there for the people that you really care about, and you know, it bothered me that I couldn't be. And you know, she assured me that, you know, he understood, and you know, it doesn't make it feel any better, but you know, I felt good at least that it seemed like he understood, you know, like what was going on with me, and I think that kind of made me feel like or put me in an emotional state, you know, to begin the day, and maybe that's why it was easier for me tonight. But you know, there's nothing you can say when somebody loses a close family member like that. There's absolutely nothing you can say, and you know, you can try to say you understand, and unless it's happened to you, you know, you might not really understand. But I mean, just imagining it, because my father had gone through, you know, a quadruple bypass a while back, and I mean, scared the shit out of me, you know, and I thought about what it would have been like without him, and it wasn't great. It wasn't great to think about at all, and thinking about somebody else that is faced with it, and like they have no choice. It's terrible. It's terrible. I think that somebody else has to go through it, so I don't know. There's nothing I can really say. I don't think that's going to make anybody feel more comfortable, but You know, if they know that you're thinking about them, maybe that's the best thing that you can do. I don't know. Anyway, this has kind of been a, you know, kind of sombering night. 10 minutes. Yeah, so I'm up north and going to do another performance tomorrow. Or if it's after midnight, it could be today. In any case, Friday night show was not bad. You know, the audience has been really small, but they've been appreciative, you know, and that's nice. It's always nice. And some of them have been pretty loud, actually, which is, you know, it's cool. It's fun. So hopefully we get a larger crowd, and, you know, we'll have an even different, you know, result in our next show. But anyway, I think I'm going to take advantage of this lovely bed that's directly in front of me, and it's just a nice room, you know. I'd show you all of it, but, you know, I'd have to light it up and it would just look kind of unbalanced, but you don't really care anyway. So anyway, the cheerful Scott has decided that he is going to go and hopes that everybody out there has a very safe and pleasant holiday weekend. Memorial Day weekend. And we should all remember why it's Memorial Day. Wouldn't be a bad thing. Good night, everybody.